Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with my budget results video for the month of October. As you guys can see, I'm going to be tracking the last week of October. So we're going to be listing all the expenses that I've had for the last week, as well as I will be putting all the numbers down for my actual categories of the month, and then we will see all the variances, if it is that I spent more money this month, and we'll see if I'm over or under my budget. So I feel like this is a really important video because this will let me know how good and how well I've been budgeting for the month of October. So let's go ahead and get started. So for the last week, we were only counting the 28th until the 31st. So let me bring you to the monthly view, and as you guys can see, it has all of my expenses. If you guys would like to know how it is that I specifically track these expenses, I actually do have a whole video about that, so I will go ahead and link that for you guys. But for now, we're just looking at these last 4 days of the month, the 28th until the 31st. And as you guys can see, I only have 2 entries for this week. So let's get started. The first category that I have is eating out. And for eating out, as you guys can see, I only have $8.21. I actually went to the Nugget to eat with my friend Salvador at school. So that was $8.21. And as you guys know, I had $15.99 left last week, and I don't know if you guys were worried about me making it through this week, but I know I definitely was. I know that if the week would have been longer and would have been longer than 4 days, I probably would not have made this cut, but I actually do have $7.78 left, so I am under $7.78, which is definitely great. Next, for gas, I actually did not have to put gas in these last 4 days of the week, so I'm very excited because, as you guys already know, I am over that in my budget. And look guys, I actually found my Sharpie pens. My little brother actually had taken them to school and did not tell me, so I got them back from him. I'm thinking of buying him some Sharpie pens, maybe budget those, or maybe even give him some for Christmas. So maybe, because he really liked them. So yeah, so as you guys already know, I was already over on gas by $33.43. And as I've told you in the past, I don't really mind because I have been driving a lot more this month because I started tutoring my boyfriend's little sister. So that obviously does take a toll on my gas, but it's totally fine because it's a side job for me. Next, for shopping, I do have an entry for that. And that actually was for Microsoft, but more specifically, it was for Fortnite. You guys may not know this. I just talked about my brother, but I do have a little brother. He is 10 years old. His name is Andrew, and he absolutely loves Fortnite. So since he did help my dad change my car's brakes for me, I told him that I was going to get him some credits from Fortnite, and that was $9.99. I don't know if you guys, or if any of you guys play Fortnite, or maybe have like a husband or a boyfriend or like a friend or even like a sibling that plays Fortnite, but Fortnite has like 3 different currencies. So even though I bought $10 worth of a currency, he can only get specific things with that currency, or that's what he was trying to explain to me. So I was just like baffled that they have like 3 different currencies for like 3 different things that you can purchase, I think, something like that. So I was really confused about that, but he tried to explain that to me. But anyways, that was $9.99. And as you guys know, I had $17.16 left over. So I was actually under my budget on that as well by $7.17. So that is really good for me. I'm happy about that. And then for unbudgeted, I didn't have any other expenses, you guys can see. So we're gonna put $0. But I was already over because, as you guys know, I've been having that one expense the first week. If you guys would have seen my week 1 check-in, you guys probably know what that is. So yeah. So although I am over on 2 of my categories, I am happy because it's not all 4 of my categories. So I definitely try to look at the bright side when it comes to my budgets, just so I don't stress myself out, because life is already very stressful for me with school and everything. So I just want to be happy that I'm making this budget and that I will know for next month that I'm not to exceed my amount, especially when you have unbudgeted expenses. So I'm not too mad about that and not mad about the gas at all. So let's go ahead and bring you guys back a little bit, and we're going to flip you to the budget page. Okay. So this is my October budget page. I really love how it came out. So now we're going to be filling in the actual categories. So I'm probably going to be flipping back and forth just so I know. Well, actually, I'm going to write all of the numbers on a separate piece of paper. I know last month I was able to do a total section right here just because there was only 4 weeks of the month. But since this month has 5 weeks, I can't do it here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it on the side and just bring it to my October budget page. Okay, so the first category that we have is food. And for food, as we saw, we had $7.78 left. So that means that our actual was $142 with 22 cents. So we were under $7.78. Next, we have the gas for my car. And for that, we were over $33.43. So that means that the actual was $153 with 43 cents. And like I said, we were over that by $33.43. Okay, then next we have my phone bill, and for my phone bill I had budgeted $115, but it was actually less than that. It was, I don't know if you guys can see right there, it was $110. So I'm going to put 110. So that means that we were under $5. There you go. Next, for shopping, I have budgeted $70, which is actually the lowest amount I've budgeted since I've started budgeting, and it actually was not over that. Actual for shopping was $62.83, and that means that I was under $7.17, which I'm really happy about. Next, for PayPal, go ahead and take a look. For my PayPal bill, it was $90. I think all of these are the actual amounts because they're bills that I paid. Yes, Forever 21, it was $30 as well. Then we have Walmart. Walmart was $40. Sounds right. Then Bank of America was $40 and $25, so that was $65 as well. For Victoria's Secret, my Victoria's Secret card, I did pay $30. And for Amazon, I paid $30 as well. Then for Spotify, my cheapest bill, $5. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the reason I get this for $5 instead of $10, I believe, is because I get a student discount. Then next, for school. So as you guys may or may not know, I did have this other category and section in my expenses. And the others for this month were my school section as well as my gifts section. So for school, I had budgeted $65. And as you guys can see, the 3 right here are from school. So I'm going to just add those up. So my graduation application was $55. Then I paid $138 for printing. I actually got transparency for my translation class. And I also loaded $5 into my ID to print. And that came out to $61.38. So I'm going to check those off because I can finally do so. Having those expenses since the beginning of the month, and I hadn't recorded that because they weren't in my weekly check-in. So then, like I said, for school that was $61.38. So that means that I was under by $3.62. Also for these, since they were exactly the same amounts, I'm just going to make dashes. Just like so. Because these are all bills, so that is the actual amounts that I paid. Then next for gifts, that was the other category. So for that, I only had to buy this month my friend Alicia's gift, and that was $34.03. So I'm gonna write that $34.03. And I had budgeted $30 for that, so I am over $4.03. Next for my sinking funds, it was $175 in total. So that was exactly the same thing. And then for unbudgeted, as you guys know, I did have that one unbudgeted item that was $100. So we're going to write for actual $100. And so we were over $100 because I had not budgeted the unbudgeted expense. So now I'm going to go ahead and add them, and I already know I'm going to be over because of that $100, but that's definitely fine. So first I'm going to add all of my actual expenses. So $142.22 plus $153.43 plus $110 plus $62.83 plus $90 plus $30 plus $40 plus $65 plus $30, another $30, $5, $61.38, $34.03, $175, and $100. And that comes out to a grand total of $1,128 with 82 cents. There, so 89, 8, 20, 100, 1,000. I don't know how I just did that backwards, but I did it, guys. So the variances between the two are, we have 7.78 minus 33.43 plus 5 plus 7.17 plus 3.62 minus 4.03 minus 100. So the total amount that I was over was $113 with 89 cents. Most of this was because of the budgeted expense that I had at the beginning of the month, but then aside from that, it was just the gifts and the gas, which I already knew I was going to be over, so I am definitely not mad about this number. Lastly, at the bottom, I'm going to put the same thing that I did for my September budget, and that was just to put a potential savings, so what it is that I could have saved before, and my actual October total savings are going to be here. So I'm going to just put potential savings right there. So potential savings. There you go. And then last but not least, I'm not going to do this on camera because I don't enclose my income, but I do have this other side that has my variable income. So I did receive income from Poshmark this month, as well as, like I said, I've been doing tutoring. And last but not least, I did receive some money for just my graduation application. So that was that. And so once I am done inputting the actual income amounts for that, and I subtract all of the expenses that I had for my variable income, I will be able to put it right here, my actual hourly income, my actual variable income, and then subtract it from my expenses, and whatever is left over I will be putting in my October savings. So that is pretty much it for this October budget result video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do let me know how you did this month. I would love to know. As you guys can see, I did pretty good, aside from just the unbudgeted amount and the gas that I already knew I was going to be over. I am really happy about this month's savings, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and comment them down below and I will be sure to reply back to you guys, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.